Hi guys, welcome to my channel on my first English video. Forgive me for my accent, I didn't talk English for a while now, so I will try to don't be ridiculous with it. So forgive me, please. Let's talk about the Pimax AK I got about 10 days ago. I did run some tests with it and I should be able to give you my review, my point of view of this headset. About with about 10 days of use. Let's first talk about the headset itself. It's pretty lightweight. It really doesn't hurt on your head because it's very lightweight. The head strap doesn't cause me any trouble, but I've heard some people might find it not very comfortable and sliding a bit on the head. But since I have no hair, I think it's helped me much about this, and it fit good and it staying very good on my head. So I have no problems with it. The foam on it is it's okay. I think it's okay. I have to see in the few months how good it stay. Not sure about this. Um, that's pretty much about it. I have to say about it. Nothing special. It is not really big actually. It looks big, but and when you see someone wear it, it looks wow. It seems huge, but actually it's not really. When you have it in hand, it doesn't it is not that big. Um, so what about the helmet? Is it good? Is it bad? What's the good things and what the bad things? Let's talk about the bad things first. For the bad things first, it's about the when you're wearing it and you have some kind of big nose like me. But it's not that big, but some people have smaller, but some have bigger, and it rests on my nose, and it gets pretty painful about pretty painful very quickly actually. Um, I don't really know how I can fix this just with foam or rubber. I don't know, but it will still remain on my nose anyway. It just doesn't fit. And if you have a low IPD, when you set it with close lens, it crushes your nose. It's two things. It rests and the lens crush your nose. If you have a small nose, you have no problems with. I have no problems about the sweet spot, and it remain in place. So it can only remain in place. It rests on my nose actually. Um, and but to have the right sweet spot, I have to make it really rest on my nose. For comfort, I would have to wear it higher, but I don't have the sweet spot, so I have to get it lower and lower. It really rests on my nose. It gets really painful. Sometimes I just have to remove the headset just for my nose. I think I'm starting to have a serious scratch on the nose now. The lens now. The lenses are pretty close of your eyes. If you wear glasses, you're gonna have trouble. If you are short-sighted, the lens correct your view about this. If you don't need to wear the glasses, just like some other the Rift, I think, or maybe all of the helmet. But if you are long-sighted and you have to wear your glasses, it's gonna be hard if you have big glasses or you need short one and the small one. They can maybe fit, but they will probably touch the lens. So you will need to add some more foam on the helmet to make it stay a bit away from your glasses. And a woman might be annoyed with the eyelash wiping the lens. My daughter actually have her eyes light whipping the lens. So it can be a trouble, but they should. I think they should add some more foam so we can adjust the headset for women, for example, for instance, or for someone with big nose. I could use it maybe some more foam. Other bad points is software side. It's very unstable with PyTool and super sampling from SteamVR. They don't fit really well together, and most of time when I change something, even if I restart SteamVR, the settings are not really applied, and sometimes it really messes things up. For instance, I can for now I only can have decent, well, actually pretty decent details and sharpness with small field of view. When I use a normal or mostly the large field of view, it really gets blurry, and it shouldn't, because this is only a software rendering, and and it gets blurry. Even if I set the PyTool and the SteamVR super sampling, it's not actually working very well. And I think there is some kind of some people will first say, okay, I don't have the GPU required for the headset, since I only have a 1060 GTX video card, but this doesn't really matter. The only difference I would have to running it with a lower GPU would be the frame rate, not the rendering. And in this case, the rendering is just wrong. I assume they will fix this, but when we don't know with Pimax, since they don't really give you much info when they're developing stuff. But when it's run good, it run good, and I'm going to talk about it just in a moment. So the software is really messed. It's a big mess to me. I don't know why, but the best setting I had was with PyTool set at 1.75 and super sampling from Steam at 20%. It's weird settings, but I can assure you the view, the details and sharpness was really good actually, but with small field of view only. And if I reboot the computer, it just gone. It's gone. It doesn't work anymore. The sharpness is not the same, and the frame rate either. It's a mess. So I have to play with the settings, and it's kind of annoying when you want to play and you start your computer, and oh no, it doesn't work real well. I have to set this and that and reboot this, and sometimes the USB doesn't recognize the headset. So here we go for about an hour trying to make it work. And if I want to record a video and the microphone doesn't work, so it takes about half an hour more just for playing, and it gets very annoying when you do that. But when it's work, let's talk about the good things now. When it works very well, even with the small field of view. The small field of view is everything but small. Even when running only on the small field of view, when you go back to the Vive or 4K, for instance, I have both of them. You really feel in something. I lost my word. I'm sorry. You know, you really feel suffocating. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. And even with the small field of view in the Pimax 8K or the 5K plus, I assume it's the same. The small field of view is very enjoyable, and it changes many things. And as I said, I have trouble running it of the larger field of view. So I only talk about the small field of view, but small field of view is very good. And with this, we have the screen door effect. The screen door effect is also pretty good, actually. I'm used to the Vive and the 4K, or Pimax 4K screen door effect, and this one is definitely much better. The 4K is different, and it might be maybe a little better, but you can't compare it with the Vive. It's just no way. On the Vive, I'm very sensitive to SD screen door effect, and I can tell you on the Vive, the first time I put my hands in it, I was like, wow, let's count the pixels. 1, 2, 3. It's really huge. But the Vive is an amazing headset. It's very good. It's still very good today. Yeah, actually, I have one that it doesn't use now because I have controller for the 8K. But once the Pimax controller come in home, the Vive is going to go back to work for sure with my kids. So the screen door effect is pretty good, even when in the sky. When you look at the sky, and you know, it's the pattern of the screen door, of the pixels are diagonal, and it's kind of diffused. It's not like horizontal one, or when you have something that is aligned with horizon, and this one you can't describe a line. It's diffused. So I think it's to me anyway, and I'm sensitive to the screen door effect. To me, it's better to have it diffused this way. But I didn't try the 5K plus, so I can't tell about it. But some people that did try the different headset prefer the screen door effect of the 8K, which is kind of understandable since it have a bigger resolution, despite of the different panels the 5K plus have. What else? The distortion. Yeah, many people talk about distortion, just like, wow, the world is just like wobbling just when you're moving. No, actually, to me, it's no way that, never. When I'm running in a large field of view, okay, it's blurry, but I can see things on the full field of view. And there is no distortion to me. Distortion is when things are not moving the right way. It's not distortion. It may have sometimes of, but again, it's a software problem. It may have sometimes something that looks like ghosting. You know, it's a kind of previous frame rendering coming back, and so you have everything is doubled for a part of second. But this is only software, because when I set things and turn things on, just like, you know, a parallel projection on Pimax software, PyTool, it doesn't make it anymore. And just to tell you how unstable it is, you know, when I said the kind of previous image rendering rollback, just like for a tiny second, when I turn parallel projection, it doesn't make it anymore, and when I turn it on back, it still doesn't make it anymore. So it's really unstable, and don't know where from this is coming from. So to me, and going back to distortion now, to me distortion is when things are not moving the right way, when you're moving your head, when a square is not really square, when it's out of the center of your view, and there is no way this to me. I mean, maybe it's because of my skull on my eyes. I don't know, but it may. Yeah, of course, you are. But it's a really hand at the really hand of the field of view. It doesn't disturb me much. I can't barely see the really hand of the field of view. I can't reach the hand of the field of view with my sight. I mean, the hand of the field of view remain out of sight. Whatever I do, my eyes can turn more than this, and the hand of the field of view is much wider than that. So the distortion appears to be here, but it doesn't disturb any much. It gives me light. It's moving. Well, actually, this doesn't disturb me. I understand if some people can be disturbed by this because we are all different, and I just give you my point and how I feel the headset, and that's a problem when you're talking about something like that. You can show the image and tell you, look, it's like that. No, because you have everything different with our eyes and stuff like that. So not much distortion to me. I'm not concerned about this. What a good thing! It's a microphone. Microphone is pretty good. I'm used to now use it for record all my video when I run it. It's very good, and that's pretty much it. I think. What good about? Well, in the end, of course, it's pretty good. It's good to me. The hardware is good. The software really needs some fine tuning again. And it would be amazing if these things would go open source. And I know some people would give us the brain warp or something in about a week or so. But unfortunately, it's not the case. It's not yet the case. And so the software needs fine tuning. It's not ready, not at all yet. It's really not ready for selling to much people. That I think it could explain why they didn't send much headset yet. They are trying maybe to deal with all the emails of people that have trouble running it correctly. Maybe, I don't know, I assume it's just like that. Because I do have some issue. Just like sometimes the USB is causing me trouble, and even the microphone works well, but when it works, sometimes it just doesn't work. I don't know. I have to reboot the headset or even my computer. And just like I said right before, when I reboot and whatever the helmet, the headset, or the computer, I just lost all my settings. So it's not very good when I want to record a video. I just lost everything. Now I'm just checking how many time I'm running this video. It's about 20 minutes. Soon I will turn it off. I think it's long enough. Let's talk about so good thing, bad thing. It's good. The hardware is good. The software needs fine tuning. Every game's run pretty good. I managed to make it run on a 1060 GTX 6 gig GPU, and I can't say it run well, but it run well every small or special VR games. I have trouble running it on big games, you know, just like Project Cars, on even Digital Combat Simulator, and you know that those are Skyrim run better, you know, but some big games with my GPU, yeah, it's kind of limited. But for every other game I have tried a lot, just like, you know, I don't know, the Lab and Beat Saber and lots of other, and I even tried Elite Dangerous. It ran really well without setting the graphic. I didn't set it. It was playable, and so I assume it was really pretty good. So games run really well, and if you running only VR games, small VR game, I am even I was able to run. I am able to run it off on. Sorry, I'm sorry. To run it on 1060 was Arizona Sunshine, which is a pretty fun game and nice and very good looking game, and it run and it's with good settings. I started to play on the Arizona Sunshine on the Vive, and when I played on the Pimax 8K with good settings, oh, the game just got like new. You know, I was able to aim the eye of the rotten eye of the zombie. I was just, okay, I'm gonna shot you right in the rotten eye. He was maybe 20 meters away, which was, I think it's pretty decent. You know, you get a really good immersion of things when everything more than 15 meters away, less than 15 meters away is pretty clear, and you can see everything and lots of small details, and without caring about without the screen door effects coming back and tell you, hey, this is a game, remember. But it's good. Yeah, my point is the asset is very good. The software that go with it is pretty bad, but the asset is good. The games are fun and fun to play with wider field of view. You don't feel suffocating. You got some kind of yeah, I know, when you put something like a Vive or a 4K on with smaller field of view, it feels old. When you feel something, it's old technology. Oh yes, I remember this. But now you can go back to something smaller. It's wide only, and because it's life, you know, and it's much better, and it's a game changer, definitely. So this is my point of view of the Pimax 8K after about 10 days of use, and that's about it. It's pretty good headset, and I like it. I got disappointed the first day because of the unstable settings with PyTool and Steam super sampling, but 2 or 3 days later I discovered that there was some trouble with the settings, and the headset was messed up. And only 2 days after, I was like, wow, okay, yeah, okay, now I see it. Now it's good. Okay, now I like it. I'm happy, because the first day I wasn't really happy. You know, coming from the Vive, okay, it could have been, well, yeah, okay, good, decent. But coming from the 4K, the image was much better, much lower, sorry. The image was, and I was disappointed about this. I was like, okay, I got the field of view, but it's field of view, and but the image is not very bad. Still, I have the tracking. Well, in the end, the Vive can be almost maybe better, or at least the same. So yes, it's a pretty good headset. I'm happy with it now, and I hope everyone can enjoy it just like I do, and with many games that where we could use wider field of view, and with better performance, maybe something more something made for it, more optimized for the wide field of view. We have several things coming, just like the Steam the smooth smooth movement. I don't remember the name. We have the brain warped, which is basically the same, anyway, to give you the same result, some smoother image. And the rendering field of view, I don't remember the name. Don't remember the name. When it's not rendering everything, it's rendering only where you're looking at, and not the end, what's outside your sight, and you gain a lot of performance, I assume. So that's it. If you have any questions, well, feel free to leave in the comments below. You know how it works. And if you want more video like that, or maybe about games, and if you have questions, just let me know. Maybe subscribe. It can show me that you like this. And feel free to comment. I'll see you next time. Bye.